Welcome to uh, part two of the type of packages in any of the projects. In last session, we have started from the uh, packages like concept or feasibility phase. Then the second is the feed or basic engineering packages. In that, we have discussed about these parameters like preparation of equipment list, line list, process design basis, material balance and energy balance, VFD, PNID, and the process description. And we are discussing on the process data sheets. Okay, and in that process simulations or calculation reports, we have to perform the calculations or review the simulations which are the part of basic engineering package. Okay. Also, we have to review the calculation reports or the safety reports like DTA or screening calorimetry, DSC. Okay, or reaction calorimetry. That is part of basic engineering because that uh, is needs to be considered while sizing of the utilities and all these things. Okay. Then hazardous area classification schedule, whether that area comes under the zone, which which zone or the which type of emission is there. Okay, a hazard point of view, we have to identify the hazardous area, emission, its venting, whether there is a flame arrestor required or not. All things needs to be checked during this phase. Then, in continuation to this, we have to prepare the preliminary plant layout. In preliminary plant layout, we have to just update the all location of all the equipments, reactors, uh, columns, pumps, and all these things. Okay, from the and that needs to be reviewed from the operation as well as the process point of view. Like from operation point of view, whether that is the man or material movement is possible through the space, peripheral space, that needs to be considered during the preliminary plant layout preparation. Okay, as per standards, we have to keep at least 1 meter peripheral space around the equipments. Needs to be provide the ladder as per the safety requirements or as per the guidelines IS code. Okay, then we have to take the consideration of the local statutory requirements while preparing the plant layout, like the requirement of dish. I just give you example. As per the guidelines, we have to uh, keep at least 6 meter clear peripheral road around the plants. Okay, primary roads are of 6 meters, then secondary roads are of 4 meter wide. Then these things are the part of dish or that needs to be taken care during the preliminary plant layout preparation. Okay. Also, we have to focus on the space management point of view. In this process, we have to avoid unnecessary more space utilizations. Okay, that things are part of plant layout preparation. Okay, also we have to prepare the package item list in the basic engineering, like whether we are going with the package item mostly are of utility sections like boiler, chiller, air compressor, or water treatment plant, then multi-effective evaporator plants, or that may be a packing machine, charging machine, or the ANF is also called as package items. Okay, that list needs to be prepared at this basic engineering, and the package items and its the scope needs to be defined in this phase. What are the uh, uh, items provided by the vendors or its accessories or spares that needs to be prepared in this section. Also, we have to next topic is the focus on the preliminary piping specification or its selection criteria. What is like for the utility we are selecting MS metallic piping MS or CS for the air or other process water which are the uh, critical in terms of plant operations that needs to be taken care with the suitable material of construction like SS304 or SS316CL. For corrosive material, we have to select the piping MOC lined material or hastelloy or exotic material as per the process specification that needs to be taken care during this basic engineering. Okay. Also, we have to prepare the detailed material balance and energy balance. We have to freeze the its energy requirements or utility package item sizes, its inquiry and all these things. Okay. Then piping design philosophy, whether the stress critical lines are available there. Like for the steam lines, we have to consider the stress analysis. For high temperature lines, we have to go with the stress analysis. Okay, so that design philosophies to be considered or to be finalized during the basic engineering phase. Then instrument process hookup requirements, how we are connecting the instruments, air supply, and its process connections. That is a part of hookup diagram. Okay, so we will discuss how it looks like hookup diagram for each and every individual items in next sessions. Fire protection philosophy and safety requirements. How we are going to taking care of the fire protection of the plant in case of fire or emergency, whether there is a hazmat foam tank or water sprinkler or fixed fire protection system, that whatever it may be for IMCC or the MCC panel room or the instrumentation room, IR room or DCS room, we have to consider the gas based like CO2 or Novak gas system that so that this is suitable if we can't use water in these panels or electrical applications. So that philosophies needs to be considered during that basic engineering phase. Safety shower requirements or fire extinguisher requirements, then manual call up and all these things to be needs to be taken care during this. Also, we have to prepare a detailed project schedule for the each and every individual activities. Okay, how projects proceeds, how much time it takes for the particular activity, activity bifurcations, and its milestone needs to be defined during this phase. Okay, how long does it takes for the civil activity, then the mechanical erection and piping, then hydro testing, then the software like SAT, instrumentation testing, hot loop or cold trial, hot trial prior to startup. That needs to be taken care during the project schedule. Also, project schedule covers the tentative delivery times of the equipment, its basic engineering packages, preparation time. Okay, then drainage philosophy to be discussed during the basic engineering phase. Then stress or support design to be finalized during this, whether the requirement of stress critical lines are there. Okay, now we focus on the detail engineering. Okay, all the deliverables which we have prepared during the feed or the basic engineering package will be reviewed and updated based on the if any corrections or changes during the detail engineering. Okay, so we'll discuss operation and control philosophy. All these documents needs to be reviewed and update if anything. Closure of recommendation of has of study. Has of study have separate recommendation. So that recommendation needs to be closed during the detail engineering. Then pre-commissioning and commissioning manual preparation, and that's required for the final completion stage of projects prior to startup in pre-commissioning and commissioning manuals. How the trials and commissioning takes place, that manual needs to be prepared. piping key plan, piping GA drawing review and approval, then release of piping isometric drawing for the execution, then effluent and emission summary needs to be prepared. Okay, then single line diagram preparation for the multiple motors, electrical applications or lightings. That's needs to be prepared through the single line diagram for the execution to the site execution team. Then instrumentation loop diagram that is needs to be reviewed and released for the actual execution, like which JB contains how many number of instruments, its IOs and JB finalization according to this. Then material requisition for the static equipment, like for the static equipment procurements, we have to raise the material requisition like static equipments like heat exchanger, tanks. Then same for the rotary equipments covers whichever the equipments having the electrical motor as a parts, electrical items like push button or lighting fixtures or its MCC panel, feeder, all these things to be received through material requisition. Same for the instrumentation items like on-off wall, control wall, pressure transmitter, or whatever maybe analyzers, level switch, and all these things. Okay, material requisition for the civil and structural. That is the earlier startup of the actual execution parts. Like what are the civil material required or the structural material required. Okay. So in continuation to that, we have to take the MTO material to be for the procurements. Then recommendation closeout reports needs to be prepared for the as of closure. Then pre-commissioning and commissioning manual review and approval. Then piping key plan, piping GA, piping isometric drawings. Okay, that needs to be taken care. Then also we have to uh, review the vendor documents like GA drawings for the equipments. We have to review and the sent with the comments for the approval. Then we have to review or the prepare a techno-commercial comparison for the equipments where we have multiple contractors, sorry, multiple vendors like equipment suppliers. Like I just give example for reactors, we have GMM, HLE, D-Dietrich. There are different vendors. We have to match this apple to apple and make a comparison in terms of technical aspects as well as the commercial, so that our commercial team uh, gets idea and they closed on the that basis. Okay. Then we have to procure for the firefighting MTOs material, whatever the material or quantities required for the execution of firefighting network. That may be peripheral or the inside the plant building. Okay, that includes the sensors or fire extinguishers, then filters for breathing air, SCBA suit, and all these things needs are to be part of detail engineering. Okay, and based on that, we proceed for the pre-commissioning activities. Hope you got at least clarity about the what are the different phases of the projects and what are the main tasks to be performed or focus during the each phase. In next session, we will look or we will explain one by one like what is mean by the data sheet, how to prepare the data sheet. I will explain for a couple of equipments and instrument, what is mean by the instrument process data sheet, what are the data details needs to be filled into that. Then we will focus on the capex preparation for the any new project, how to prepare as an project engineer or project manager, how to prepare a capex for the project approval. Okay. For now, thank you. Bye bye. If you have any query, just drop me a comment in a comment section.